What is up, YouTube? So that GoFundMe page that I had set up for my sex doll was flagged and taken down. At first I was kind of pissed that it happened, but looking back on it now, I can kind of see why it got flagged. And on top of that, the K2 Wyoming news station had found out about it, and they were asking my dad about it. And not shortly after that, the account was flagged and it got deleted. Which really sucks because I had $100 some odd dollars already saved up for it. So, yeah. I guess if I want the sex doll, I'm gonna have to get me a job and save up. That should have been my answer from the get-go, you know. And maybe not making things like that so public, you know what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed by it. The fact that I want a sex doll, I'm not ashamed by that at all. YouTube. I'm not, you know. But some women out there might take offense to this, which is literally the most hypocritical thing in the world, because women masturbate too. They want to act like it's all gross and disgusting when men do it, but women do it too. And what I am saying to you right now, YouTube, is that you should not be ashamed of masturbation. It's perfectly natural, you know. It's a great alternative if you have not had sex in a long ass time. Okay? If you're one of those people that just has a hard time with the opposite sex, you have a hard time getting any, masturbation can be a great way to relieve sexual tension. There's nothing wrong with masturbation. It's perfectly natural. I know some people might tell you that, oh, if you masturbate, you're going to hell. Well, okay then, that's a bunch of bullshit for one. Because I'm pretty sure if you look at it, Sky Guy would much rather you masturbate or flick the bean than actually rape somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure if you look at it from that standpoint, if it came down to raping somebody or masturbating, pick the lesser of the two evils, which of course would be masturbation. Okay? And I suppose the reason why women would get really offended by men buying sex toys, even though women do it too, is because for women, sex is so much more personal. Most men don't give a shit about sex. They're like, Men like myself, sex isn't shit to me. It isn't. And it's not going to take much to pass my apartment inspection. It really isn't. The stove's not going to be too hard to clean. Sweep and mop the kitchen, get the countertop and the dishes all caught up. And then clean the bathtub, the floor, the sink, and the toilet in my bathroom. And which my toilet's not that dirty. Like, my toilet's pretty clean. My sink's pretty clean. The bathtub's not bad either. And the inspection for my apartment's on the 20th, so if I want to avoid my landlord walking in on me getting out of the shower, which has happened like 3 times, and she refused to leave every time it happened, so I had to literally walk into my walk-in closet by my bathroom and close the door so I could change and have some privacy. But yeah, I'm You know what I'm saying? So that's why I shower before my inspections, and you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is what it is, you know, realizing this now that, you know, people are using GoFundMe for actual serious, more legit reasons than what I was trying to use it for. And looking back on it now, it's like, you know, if I'd have known it was going to get the news involved, you know what I'm saying? So Wyoming K2 fucking news team, somehow a fan sent them the link to my GoFundMe page, and yikes, man. Look, I understand that maybe the fan who sent the Wyoming News the link to it, they're trying to get me, I'm sure they were just trying to help me with the campaign. They were trying to, you know what I'm saying, get more exposure out there. I get that. But at the same time, if I'm trying to find a fucking job and they see that on the fucking news, okay, they're probably going to be like, yeah, no, we're not going to hire this guy. So, yeah. I really hope that if it did air on the news, that it didn't hurt anything as far as my job searching goes. If I want a sex doll bad enough, I'm going to have to get a job, you know. I still have my PayPal me link. You know, I'm still going to use that. It is what it is, YouTube. You really can't do a whole lot about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit happens, as they say. Anyways. Anyways. Check this out, YouTube. The pocket pussy that the fan had sent me. Well, here it is. Okay, now what I did was I took everything out of it, and after I taped up the case for it, I put super glue on the edge of the crack going all the way down where I cut it with the scissors. And then once that was drying, I went and stuffed the sleeve back in there. It had like a little bit of styrofoam or what have you, and I rolled the sleeve back in the styrofoam, and I stuffed it back in there, and I pushed down on it like that. And now, if there's like a little line of glue holding that styrofoam sleeve in there, plus it's also going to hold the thing together. It doesn't look as good as it did when I first got it, but if I stick my finger down in there, just like that, it should work just fine. I don't want my fans to think I don't appreciate them. I literally took a lot of tape off this thing right here. The tape right here didn't really stick, but there was a lot of tape like right here that I used to fix this. And yeah. So, yeah, this is what it doesn't look 100% like it used to, but nonetheless, it is pretty much fixed at this point. So, yeah. I did the best I could to fix it. And, well, I'm hoping I did a good job fixing it. I'm pretty sure I did. I can already tell that I did the best of my abilities to fix this. So, that's what that looks like after I got it fixed. The lid, kind of fits on there, but not really. I mean, if you wanted to be more discreet with it, the lid actually helped. But I'm not worried about being discreet because I'm me, you know. But, and apparently a fan of mine is also sending me something he bought on Amazon, so I guess that'll get here when it gets here. I was gonna send it back, but I don't know if they're legitimately sending me something like that. I don't know. I might just you know, hold on to it. I don't fucking know. It's certainly not the worst alternative out there. I mean, there's kind of a cut going down it like that, which I don't think that'll affect it too much, hopefully. But yeah, that was my attempt at fixing it, and it doesn't look the best, but fuck, I fixed it. You know. You know, YouTube. Again, a big thank you to those of you who had donated. Getting the account flagged and taken down because of the flag was something unseen to me completely. But I guess someone must have gotten offended by my campaign and taken it down by flagging it. It is what it is. Although, now looking back on it now, I realize that, you know, I shouldn't use GoFundMe for a sex doll because there are people out there who are homeless, people out there who have extensive surgery bills that they can't take care of, and they use that website to help them out. So, now I feel like a dick for using GoFundMe for that. It is what it is. If I want the sex doll bad enough, I'm just gonna have to get me a job and save up. Yeah, buddy. Well, anyways, this is KingCobraJFS with another video. And thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all later.